How's it going, everyone? Texas Man here. I hope that you guys are all having a fantastic day. If you guys could please give this video a thumbs up if you guys do really enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, make sure you guys hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. And as always, if you guys have any movies, TV shows, or games you guys would like me to cover here on the channel, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you guys would head over to Twitch, Douglas447. I stream there constantly. And sometimes I'll upload those streams as gameplay clips here onto YouTube. Again, on Twitch at Douglas447. And we're going to be talking and reviewing The Never Ending Story. This is a German production. And it is basically a German version of a fantasy world similar to things like Lord of the Rings, Narnia. So if you are a fan of anything like that in fantasy genre, and you're a fan of things like Narnia or Lord of the Rings or Hobbit, you're going to enjoy this film. I will say, though, that while the film is rated PG, it is scary. I saw this when I was like 7, 8 years old, and this film gave me nightmares. Okay? It's a very dark fantasy adventure, and it's a good dark fantasy adventure. I just don't think you should show it to like a 7 or an 8-year-old. Even though that's the target demographic. Having this dark fantasy adventure about a boy named Bastian reading a book and discovering that he himself is a part of the story and that he is the hero of Fantasia and that he has to save it from nothing. It's a good story. It's very unique. But because of it having adult themes, that one person could literally end the world, and, having the realization that a person with their thought, with their reasoning, has the power to use their imagination to create art, life, and beauty, but also has the capability to destroy it or to erase it from existence. That power makes it very adult themed. And I enjoy it for that. But as a 7 or an 8-year-old, it makes it where you realize that one person literally could end the world. And to a 7 or an 8-year-old, that's like horrifying. That one person's thoughts could literally snap the world out of existence. And also, the black wolf that's in the film, terrifying. That thing is just terrifying to a 7 or an 8-year-old. Okay. Might not have terrified you if you were 7 or 8 years old, but for me, it scared me. Okay. Also, when I can't remember the horse's name, but when the horse gets eaten in the swamp of sadness, I cried. Okay, I cry. I at the time of recording this video, I'm 29 years old, almost 30, and I still cry when we get to that scene. And I'm like, when I was rewatching the movie for the sake of this review, I was watching it with my family, and I was on the clicker, and I was like, I don't want to watch this scene. I want to just fast forward through it. I don't want to watch it. Okay, I did not want to rewatch that scene. Now, it is a very important scene. There's a purpose to that scene. It's tragic. Okay, it's tragic. So yeah, I think that if you're like 11 years old or older, I think that's a good age to watch this. The cast is fantastic. While it lacks comedy, the film manages to have some humor, but this film's focus is on the characters, the world building, high stakes to prevent a world from no longer existing. The visuals and the CGI special effects are still amazing. They still hold up. I mean, this film came out in 1984, and it still looks great. When it comes to negatives, there are two things I want to talk about. First of all, the movie's an hour and a half long. It is a very short movie. Now, some people might be like, well, Doug, you like short movies. You always complain that movies are too long. I'm on the opposite side of that debate when it comes to this film. This film just feels rushed. Like the first two acts, they're pretty good. When you get into Act 3 and you're getting to the Ivory Tower, you get to meet the Empress, revelations and twists and turns start coming to full swing and things start making more sense. The last 15-20 minutes or so of the film just feels very rushed. It feels rushed. It feels like there was a lot of stuff cut out for the sake of making the movie shorter and to get it out into theaters for people to be able to view. There feels like there's a lot of plots and characters and other adventures that were left on the cutting room floor. And I kind of want... I know it will never happen. I mean, this film's almost 50 years old at the time I recorded this video. It's 40, 50 years old now. But... Sorry, not the video, the movie. The movie is 40 to 50 years old. I'd like an extended version. Obviously, we have a Never-Ending Story 2. I plan to review that. We got to have another Never-Ending Story 3. I'm struggling to be able to actually get a copy of that, even digitally, because it's locked into Germany's only region. But it feels like there's certain things in this film that were just cut out and sliced into making sequels and stuff. And I just wish we got more adventures. Like, there's certain characters that I feel they're fun and they're funny, but they're very underutilized. They're very underdeveloped. And I wanted to see more from, like, you know, the rock biter, the snail dude, the dude that has a bat. Like, we get introduced to those characters in Fantasia immediately. And I do wish that those characters got more development and we had more time with them. Even though they're side characters, I kind of wish that we had more time. And secondly, for negatives, some of the problems that our hero has to overcome within the film can easily be resolved. Like, towards the end of the film, our hero, our warrior, has to walk through, and this is just an example of a problem that could be easily overcome in the film's plot. Our hero has to walk down this cavern, and there's these two towers. Sorry, I can't help it. There's these two tower things, and they have these eyes that see into your soul, and, you know, they figure out, you know, are you true to yourself and stuff like that. Well, the first time I watched this, I'm like, okay, this makes logical sense in the terms of plot and character growth and motivations. But the more I realize it, the more it makes no sense. Why in the world is our hero putting himself in danger? One, on purpose. Two, he just met a luck dragon. And we know for a fact this luck dragon can fly. See, here's a problem when it comes to fantasy stories and worlds. If you introduce something that can overcome every single obstacle, the obstacle is no longer an obstacle. These laser tower thingies that our hero is having to walk in between are aimed in one direction, into the pathway where our hero and anyone else is coming from. They shoot at the ground. They do not have the ability to become mobile turrets and shoot into the sky and attack a dragon. Literally, I was rewatching this film with my family, and I burst out into saying, why in the world doesn't our hero just get on the dragon and fly over these deathly laser towers? Why does he have to walk through them? I understand the point, because it's character development, motivations, it's intense, it's unique. And the film wouldn't be the same if he didn't walk through. However, you have a dragon. You have a flying, mobile transportation thing that will get you from this side to this side without having to walk through a dangerous laser tower defense system. There's nothing preventing you from getting on that dragon and flying over it. There's not a force field in the sky. There aren't other turrets or whatever that's going to shoot at the dragon. No pun intended. There's nothing preventing the dragon from taking anybody from point A to point B without getting shot at. Okay? So, that's just an example. There's so many things that could be resolved thanks to Dragon. It's just weird. So, overall, I think The Neverending Story, it is a very memorable film. It'll probably scare you if you're younger, like I said. But I enjoy the film nonetheless. It's a great film. It's a classic. If you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, I highly encourage you guys to do so. You guys can get it on digital stores. It is on some streaming services, depending on your region availability. If you guys want, you can also get it on DVD, Blu-ray, multi-format, and 4K, depending on your region availability. I have a Blu-ray copy. I was able to get one for about $10. And yeah, I enjoy it. It's still a fun film. Like I said, it's only an hour and a half long, so it is easy to watch and binge watch. Like I said, I'm also planning on doing a review of The Neverending Story 2. I just got it in the mail. So, that's not it. Where is it? There it is. So, I'm going to be doing, obviously, a review of The Neverending Story 2, so look forward to that. That should be coming out very, very, very soon. And, yeah. So, I'm going to give The Neverending Story 1 an 8 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.